Why you should never prove yourself to women. Now let's get into it. The reason why you shouldn't prove yourself to women is because only insecure men always feel like they have to prove themselves to people, to prove themselves to a person. A man that is truly confident, he doesn't feel like he has to prove himself to any woman because he already know what he has. He already know that he's a man. He already know what he can do and what he can't do. He know his limits. But an insecure guy, he always got to prove something to a woman. He dresses up for a woman. He try to lift heavy things in front of a woman. He always trying to, buy a woman, to get a woman to like him because he is insecure. He doesn't know his worth. He feel like that's what makes him a man by trying to, prove himself to a woman. This is why you shouldn't prove yourself to women. Another reason why you shouldn't prove yourself to women is because you're going to waste a lot of time and you're going to waste a lot of money and a lot of energy doing this. Women do not like to be chased. They don't. When you're chasing after a woman, it's showing that you are desperate. It's showing that, you don't have any other options. You don't have any other women that you can, contact or get with. It's like she's the only one. And women, they don't like guys, that don't have other females that don't like them either. That's not talking to them either. They don't like that. Because why would they talk to you or want to be with you if other females don't want to be with you? That's how women think. Another reason why you shouldn't prove yourself to a woman is because it causes you to drift from your purpose. Yeah, it causes you to drift from your purpose. Because you are spending, a lot of hours pursuing your purpose. Now, you have decreased those hours and that energy and that time to be with her, just to prove yourself to her. Another reason why you shouldn't prove yourself to women is because it's not you don't have a king mentality. That's a simp mentality. Only simps are always trying to prove themselves to women because they're thirsty, for pleasure. They want to smash. They want to smash. Another reason why you shouldn't prove yourself to women is because it's just women they are never satisfied. You can never satisfy a woman. You can never truly satisfy a woman. So what is the point of you proving yourself to a woman? Why are you trying to prove yourself to women? Women don't make you a man. How you carry yourself, you being respectful, you having good character, that's what's going to make you a man. But proving yourself to a woman, you're going to waste a lot of money. I know a lot of you guys are doing this. You're dating women trying to prove yourself to them and they're ghosting you. They're just using you for attention. It's not really going anywhere. A lot of you guys are still stuck, texting these women, in their message, direct message online. You can't even get a date. And it's like, you're trying to say all these different things, to prove yourself that you're a man. What you going to do for her? You're going to buy her this and buy her that. That's a simp mentality. You don't have to tell her what you're about to do for her. You need to tell yourself what you're about to do for you. and tap into that. Because proving yourself to women, man, you're going to waste a lot of time. And when you get older, you're going to regret it. When you get in your 60s and your 70s, you're going to regret it. Because all that time you chose to spend proving yourself to a woman instead of spending time proving yourself to yourself. Just think about all the time that you spent trying to prove yourself to these females. You could have been, your business could have took off by now. Your YouTube channel could have took off by now. Your purpose could have took off by now. You guys need to stop focusing on women. You guys are overvaluing women by trying to prove yourself to women. You're putting them up on a pedestal. You're worshiping them. You're being a slave to them. You letting her get money out of you. That's not what a king mindset, a guy with a king mindset, a virile man, he don't let women get money out of him. That's what a sucker does. A simp, a beta male. Because he feels like he's nothing without being in a relationship. He feels like his life is not complete without being in a relationship. Because he's insecure. He's afraid to be alone. He doesn't have no purpose. He's not keeping himself busy. You guys got to keep yourself busy, man. This is what's going to get you to, get your mind off women and tap into self-love. When you tap into self-love, you're not going to be trying to prove yourself to women. It's a lack of self-love. It's a lack of insecurity. You're insecure. That's why because you don't feel like you a man without trying to prove yourself to a woman. And that is a lie. Another reason why you shouldn't prove yourself to women is because she's supposed to be trying to prove herself to you. She want that provider. She want that protector. She want that guy to love her. So she's supposed to be trying to prove herself to you. Women want relationships way more than men do. Trust me. Way more than men do. You guys need to understand this. And stop trying to prove yourself to women. That is not your job. That is not your place. That shouldn't be your motive. That shouldn't be what you're supposed to be focusing on. You need to focus on self-improvement, not trying to prove yourself to women. A lot of you guys are wasting a lot of time, man. A lot of you guys are wasting a lot of time. Because you know for a fact you're not where you want to be at in life. And you trying to prove yourself to a woman, to make yourself feel better, because you think that relationship won't fill that void in your life, but it's not. If you're not satisfied with yourself from within, if you're not, satisfied with yourself when it comes down to a purpose, you guys need to find yourself, man. A lot of you guys need to find yourself. That's why you're trying to keep, trying to prove yourself to women, because you haven't really found yourself. You don't know if you're a man or not. And it's sad. It is sad, man. A lot of guys are trying to do this. A lot of guys are doing this. Most guys are doing this. trying to prove themselves to women. You look beta. You look weak. You look confused. You look uncertain about yourself. You look unsure about who you are when you're trying to prove yourself to women because you think that's what makes you a man. That's not what's going to make you a man, bro. It's not. Then you wonder why every single relationship you're putting in, it seems like you're putting in all the work. You're putting in all the work. Yeah, because of how you came off in the beginning. You put in all the work in the beginning. She didn't have to prove nothing to you. She just had to be a woman with a nice body and a nice shape and a good looking face for you. A good enough looking face for you and a good enough looking body for you. You guys need to stop this, man. I'm just sick and tired of guys doing this. You guys need to pull back from women. Pull back and find yourself. Because the guy that's always feeling like he has to prove himself, he's insecure and immature. When you're mature and you're confident and you know who you truly are, you don't have to prove anything to nobody. Because you're comfortable, you know, and you know your limits. And you have morals and integrity. And you're living in your mind, not in your emotions. And you develop true masculinity. Hope you guys got some out of this video. Man, stop proving yourself to women because you're just wasting time. You're wasting money. Get on your purpose, guys. It's Coleman.